And a good Wednesday afternoon to you. This is the latest 18Z or 2 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time model run. And this shows the tracks of Joaquin, and you might notice here that the tracks, again, are all over the place. A lot of weight given to, and this is very similar to the GFS model, but a lot of the modeling wants to tight group it into North Carolina. And the more outlier model is the European model. Takes it out to sea and says, see you later, goodbye. The official hurricane track is up the coast. So somewhere between these two solutions is where we're going to find the remnants or potentially a Category 1, 2, possibly 3 hurricane. And it's just way too uncertain to get any kind of confidence going here. Personally, I continue to lean with the European model, and I think these are out to lunch. I don't see the evidence of the trough being strong enough to pull this in. I lean with the European model, and this is not going to be a big deal for us. But the way things are right now, it looks like we're going to have to watch it. So here we are. Hurricane Joaquin is situated here, headed very slowly toward the Bahamas, and far enough away from Florida and really the southeast U.S. coast. However, when Joaquin gets up in about the same latitude as Jacksonville, Florida, I'm expecting this to see a left turn or not, and maybe even a right turn at that point. So in this particular area, this is probably going to be about 2 to 3 days out, because Joaquin is just going to sit and spin and really not go anywhere very fast. So we do have a lot of time. Now let's say this were to track into the Carolinas, or even worse, up toward New Jersey, maybe stall along the frontal boundary here, and use that as a conduit perhaps. We would probably see overrunning rains, but an area of higher pressure is going to be situated off to the north, and that's going to dry us out like crazy. So it's not looking as rainy, but again, very dependent on this model track. So over toward Vermont, you can see our heavier rains exiting and shooing away very quickly. A little bit of a pressure gradient with a cool northerly wind. Incidentally, these are frosty temperatures, 32 degrees or colder up in parts of Quebec, and this cooler air is going to be pulled down. Here is the Hurricane Joaquin, and so this is what the European model is thinking. The European model is going to basically lollygag this and loop this around a little bit in the vicinity of the Bahamas, and then it's going to shoot out. And is the European model right? But we just don't know. Let's compare to the GFS. So this is the American GFS model, the Global Forecast System model. It's been improved. It's got higher school quality. So it too takes Joaquin north, tries to turn it just a little tiny bit there, 979 millibar, and a very strong hurricane at this point. And then look at that turn toward Wilmington, North Carolina. Why the big turn? We have a blocking area of higher pressure that's also illustrated on the European model. But the European model squeezes it out to the right. GFS model squeezes it out to the left. Uncertainty galore. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights.